I made my mark. So the game was at 7. I was like, you know what? I'm going to come to the Staples Center because we're playing. This is when the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq. Okay, this is like the championship Lakers. So you know, I'm going to get there at 3 o'clock. I want to make sure I make 400 made shots before I go back into the room, and then I sit in the sauna and I get ready for the game. Who do I see? I see Kobe Bryant, already working out. So once I set my foot across that line, I started working out. And so I worked out for a good hour and a half. And when I came off, after I was done, I sat down, and of course I still heard the ball bouncing. I looked down, like, this guy's still working out? So he was working out. Like, it looks like he was in a dead sweat when I got here, and he's still going. And it's not like his moves are nonchalant or lazy. He's doing like game moves, you know. I sit there and I unlace my shoes. I'm like, oh, let's see how long this goes. I sit out there and watch another 25 minutes, and we got done. I said, okay, ain't much enough. Go play, you know. Come back, get in the sauna, get ready for the game. That game, he drops 40 on us. Okay. And after the game is over, I'm like, I have to ask this guy. Like, I have to understand, like, why he works like that. So after the game, I'm like, hey, Kobe, like, why were you in the gym for so long? He's like, because I saw you come in. and I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work, that I'm willing to work harder than you. Wow.
Grand rising to all the champions in the universe. Shalom to all the brothers in the knowledge. Peace and love to everyone else. This is your man who did it. Coming at you with another episode. Sadly, unfortunately, another installment to the classic series, Debunking Da Bron. And this one should be titled The Remix. The Remix. We're going to make this short and sweet. With all of this narrative and information that's surrounding the artist formerly known as Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, and whatever or ever other nickname he may hijack in 2023 going on to 24. Sean Puffy Combs used to be known as The Remix. This is The Remix. He used to come out with a lot of different versions. I've been around the world, and songs with Craig Mack and Loon and all of the other graveyard of artists that he's destroyed. But then I start looking at this guy who the world knows as the King, LeBron. And shout out to Too Raw for an abundance of things. He, Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez, my boy Scrub Zero. Welcome to HD TV. There is a whole squad of people that I would love to thank on a consistent basis. Charge it to my head if I forget, not my heart. With that being said, LeBron continues to hijack and remix things that have been said about other individuals. As of late, Maxey, the up-and-coming star, I wouldn't call him a superstar just yet, star for the Philadelphia 76ers, said a storyline. Again, shout out to Too Raw for bringing this to the masses. Where Maxey was shouting out LeBron James' work ethic. This was hours before the game even started, where I guess LeBron had already been doing his pregame workout, sweating, getting it in. And Maxey goes, man, you're incredible. And all kinds of DR, and I don't mean in the Dominican Republic. Use your imagination. All kinds of DR. You feel me? But it made me recollect a situation that had happened in the past with Jay Williams, who is an analyst now for ESPN. I do believe, unless they clipped him too. I don't know, man. I've been out the loop, man. I've been having some health issues. Jay Williams said the same exact story, almost verbatim. If I can find the clips, y'all know I'm going to put 2 and 2 together. Jay Williams said it. I come into the game, getting ready for my pregame. Kobe Bryant was already in there 2 hours early, getting up shots, and I was just enamored. Now, this is about Kobe. Then the Redeem Team documentary, or docuseries, whatever it is on Netflix. You will hear Melo and Boozer, Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and even LeBron James himself comment on Kobe's work ethic. Now, this is years before, Kobe obviously was alive and well into his prime, and LeBron and Wade and those guys were just about to set foot into their prime. So I'm not judging based off of the story itself or the timing, but it's just blurring the lines of people who don't know any better to think that this man's stories that are coming out, because these are stories, are almost the same as Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. So now you too have an obsession to get it in 2 hours before. Now, what I will not do is ever deny the man's work ethic. I deny how he get there. I will have some speculations how he got there. Pardon me. I do believe in the juice sample. I do. I don't necessarily think it's for weightlifting like rest in peace Kimbo Slice or some type of bodybuilder, Arnold Schwarzenegger and such. But indeed, Ivan Drago with the oxygen levels and endurance enhancements, yeah, he's on that wavelength. Nevertheless, though, why would you take the storyline from Jay Williams and remix it with Maxey? Now, could LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan all have the same type of mindset? Indeed. There are a lot of things that are outside of basketball that I would love to touch on, where all three of them have some similarities. But even in that dark, degenerate, Hollywood world that they were all are a part of and attached to in some sorts, LeBron James takes the cake because even in that world, he doesn't exercise man qualities. The very simple fact that you never addressed the world when Kobe Bryant disrespected you and said he would kill you one-on-one. It was your time to take the microphone that day and say, not only would I beat him, I would beat him each and every time. I can't put my mind inside of his body. But if the Most High blessed me, and he did bless me, but I'm talking about with an assortment full of weapons to use on a basketball court, such as him, I don't think I could tone down any man saying that he beat me one-on-one. But that's neither here or there. The point I'm trying to make to the masses is, be very careful. Every story that comes out about this man before he retires or goes off into the sunset, because I believe he'll have 2 retirements too. He got to stay in somewhat alignment with Brady as well. Tom Brady, that is, if you don't know. But before he retires, there will be several stories that enhance his competitive drive. We like to call that the intangibles. All of a sudden now he's the intangible king. He's going to remix all of the things that you've heard from Jalen Rose, Jason Tatum, Kawhi Leonard about Kobe. And watch how no longer is he magnanimous, such as Steph and Magic Johnson, dare I say. Now he's become a killer overnight. He's remixing, dog. He's Diddy. Remember how Diddy went from, after Biggie's death, anybody that's 35 and up, after Biggie's death, he kind of went gospel for a little bit, gospel rap, and did a lot of R&Bs about missing Biggie. Then he became kind of a lover with the J-Lo experiment. And then he became a tough guy again and started talking crazy with Floyd and 50 and all these other big wigs. And him and, what's his name, Jay-Z had some things going back and forth. So Diddy is up there in Luciferianism. I mean, in the entertainment industry. He is. But we know his style. It's always a remix. It's never original. Does he have talent? That's for you to debate. But I will not say LeBron James doesn't have talent in his own lane, the NBA. But these extra stories are to make sure before he closes this book, he's able to reopen a whole nother set of books. Like in the management. I'm into a brother getting his, man. I do not want y'all to think that this is a jealousy channel. If he's able to get the Las Vegas NBA team or some other NBA team, who are we to judge him and want to see him not do good? I just know behind the scenes it's never up and up. If you haven't noticed yet from the tone of this channel, I don't care what color you really are. And I say really because inwardly you could be another color. But in the end, if you're doing people wrong by using false humility, acts of so-called philanthropy and all this other outside noise, and you promote certain politicians for your own league and your own way of thinking, I don't like that. I don't like that dark energy behind that. Bullying people through fear mongering to put something in their body, to scare them about one white man who's going to put us back into slavery and doesn't give a F about the people. Allegedly, LeBron said. But then you want me to embrace a man who can't even go up and down the steps. Now, his heart could be in the right place. But I think Joe has showed his true colors too. No play on words. All right. So with that being said, that's the tone of this channel, man. He's a poser. We're never going to know who the real LeBron James is, even God forbid if he leaves this planet anytime soon. He was an asset. He was sat here and brought to us to entertain. And he did a good job for the most part. But this new lane of remixing intangibles and mindsets, and pretty soon it's no longer the Mamba mentality, it's King mentality and ruling class mentality. Shout out to Chronicles of Judah 144. And I don't mean in that capacity. Kingship. Watch what I tell you. He's going to try to surpass Muhammad Ali and activism and all this other woke shit, pardon my language. He may even go above and beyond and try to hijack either the Catholic Church or the black, and the good, black, and beautiful black church. Somehow, some way, before this is all said and done, to make sure that he's able to pull at your emotions to make him go above and beyond some GOAT debate that none of us really know the end game to. There could be a young man right now in college that's going to surpass all these dudes. But up until that point, he can be as low as top 25 for some people. He could be number 1. It doesn't matter to me who did it. But what does matter is, I see you. Just like we saw Diddy, we see him. Bro, you're in bed with the opposer, but then you telling me to hate the opposer. You tell us to kneel, which is a sign of submission, that something's greater than you. Nigga, we have never heard you address a God in your life, so you must think you're God. This is me now going out on a limb. Oh, I don't know where I got that from. He doesn't really think he's God, do you? Y'all don't think that, do you? Hey, man, I'm done, man. This is your man who did it. Who did it this time, coming at you with another episode to Debunking Da Bron. The remix. Just like Diddy Combs, this dude's going to take things from the past and try to outdo them. Try to out-air Air Jordan. Try to out-Mamba mentality the Mamba himself. Try to be more woke than maybe Muhammad Ali, or at least y'all thought he was. Try to be blacker than the nigga Carl Anthony Payne on CB4. He's going to try to do all that. But we still never really realize who the real LeBron James is, and it's not my job. All right? Peace.